Okay, so this is my fourth quarter stats project. Um, yeah. Okay, so sorry. Okay. So with obesity at an all-time high in the U.S. right now, obviously there's too many McDonald's out there, KFC, etc., etc. Lazy people. People are like other people are desperate to like find solutions to this problem. For example, my mom's a doctor and she really is like conscious about like what she brings home to us, what she offers to her patients. Um, so one of the solutions has been offering easily accessible and inexpensive organic food to the public. It's just obvious everywhere. There's like now Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, um, and I've been saying they're getting a Trader Joe's, which is awesome. Um, and yeah, and so also these companies have like reached out to ETHS because they want to obviously market to a younger generation. Well, obviously because they want to make money and because it's just beneficial to our country to start young, start healthy, so that the new generation is not a bunch of fatzos. Okay, so my original third quarter project was looking at the vending machines at school. I just wanted to see because there's usually two vending machines you see everywhere, one healthy, one like organic one, and then one junk food. So I just wanted to see if like half the people would go to the junk food one and half the people went to the organic one on a regular basis. So I just observed students in a cafeteria and recorded which one they went to. If they went to both, obviously I just didn't count it. But if they went to one, I would mark it down which one, tally them up. And out of the 105 students, I watched 120 of them chose the unhealthy vending machine. So I just did a simple one proportion z-test to see if there was a significant difference, and there was. I got a small p-value, sort of. So I rejected the null hypothesis that like 50% of the students choose the healthy vending machine or the unhealthy one. Obviously, in my sample, more than half chose the unhealthy one. It's pretty obvious. I mean, 120 of them out of 205. So that was my third quarter project, and then there wasn't much anymore I could do with this topic. I mean, I kind of exhausted it from that one proportion test. So I decided to take my interest in living like a healthy lifestyle and looking at it in a new way. Since I'm an athlete, a varsity girls golf captain, may I add that into the mix of things. Um, I just like I like to eat healthy food, so I just wanted to know if maybe other athletes um, if other athletes did the same thing, chose healthy foods over unhealthy foods. So here's just some background research I did. The Center for Disease Control does a nationwide survey of high school students every 2 years to understand their behaviors and trends. So here are some highlights. 21.4% of students ate the recommended 5 servings of fruits and vegetables per day. Females were less likely to meet 5-a-day recommendations than males. 67.1% reported consuming a green salad in the last week. Female students, 71.5% more likely to consume salad than males. 47.2% of students ate carrots at least once during the last week. 85.2% ate at least one vegetable other than carrots or potatoes during the last week. 84.4% of students ate at least one piece of fruit during the last 7 days. I hope so. 83% drank 100% fruit juice during the morning. Here's some more research about the sports thing that goes into my topic. Nearly half of Americans aged 12 to 21 are not active on a regular basis. So that sort of leads me to believe like maybe the sample size that I'm going to survey will maybe have more people who don't play sports if they're not active on a daily basis. 14% of young people report no recent physical activity. Inactivity is more common among females than males, and among black females and white females. And just playing sports in general and physical activity obviously decreases as you get older. So why are fruits and vegetables important? They help prevent heart disease, other diseases I can't pronounce, um, and they help protect our bodies against, disease. They reduce the risk for certain cancers. Um, they provide a healthy substitute for foods that are high in fat and salt because they contain fiber and water. Vegetables, they promote bone health. And and why is physical activity important? Kids who play sports and exercise stay healthy throughout their whole lives. Immediate benefits include maintaining a healthy weight, feeling more energetic, feeling better about yourself, participating in a team, boost your self-confidence, you meet new friends, you have fun, you're not sitting behind a computer screen all day. And then it just helps your bones and muscles and relieve stress. So the data I collected for my new investigation, my new topic, was I gave students in the hallway and in my class, I try to get like a wide range, a survey. First, I would ask them to rate 8 snack foods that I wrote on the survey in order of what they would choose to eat first if they were just at home and these were all, mom just went to the grocery store, got all these foods, like which would you choose first? So, the numbers 1 through 4 on the slideshow, apple, banana, carrot, celery, are the ones that I concluded as healthy snacks in my analysis, and then Cheetos, Doritos, Fritos, Lay's were unhealthy options. And then after I asked that question, I asked if they played a sport. So this is my results. I put them in a two-way table. So if they play sports, choose a healthy snack total. So it's pretty self-explanatory here. 16 played sports, chose healthy. 9 played sports, did not choose a healthy snack. 5 chose healthy snacks, did not play sports. 10 chose unhealthy snacks and didn't play sports. And so in my analysis, I used the first one they chose to create this table. If you chose Cheetos first, then that would be unhealthy. If you chose, carrots first, then I'd mark it down as healthy. And it was a total of 40 students. The first method I did for coming up with some results for this test was a test for independence. So this test is just used when you have 2 categorical variables from a single population. It's used to determine whether there's significant association between these 2 variables. In this case, it provides evidence that there either is a relationship between playing sports and not playing sports and eating healthy foods and eating junk foods, or whether there's not. So the parameters of interest were the relationship between playing sports and the food one chooses. The null hypothesis is playing sports and the snack food one chooses are independent from each other. Alternate hypothesis is playing sports and the snack food one chooses are not independent. The conditions for performing this test, you need a simple random sample, which I pretty much did. I gave the survey to 40 random students in the hallway and in class. A large population, more than n times 10 the sample, or like the sample size has to the population has to be more than 10 times the sample, so there are more than 40 students at ETHS. Both are categorical variables, and the expected counts greater than 5. Yep, the expected counts were 13.125, 11.87, 7.875, 7.125, which are all greater than 5. So my calculations and interpretations, the chi-squared value was 3.53, p-value is 0.06, degrees of freedom 1, so since the p-value is 0.06, which is greater than the significance level of testing out, which was 0.05, we cannot reject the null hypothesis, so we conclude that there is not a relationship between whether or not one plays sports and their snack preference. The next method I performed was the 2-proportion z-test. This test is used to compare proportions from 2 independent samples. Well, I did 1 sample, but they kind of split up, so I still did it. In this case, I compare the proportion of people who played sports, who chose a healthy snack, with the proportion of people who don't play sports, who chose a healthy snack. So the parameters, PS is the true proportion of people who play sports who chose healthy snack. PV is the true proportion of people who don't play sports who chose a healthy snack. I don't know why I used V. I don't know. Vegetable maybe? They're like couch potato? I don't know. Okay, the null hypothesis, PS equals PV. Alternate hypothesis is that the true proportion of people who play sports who chose healthy snacks greater than the proportion of people who don't play sports choose a healthy snack. Assumptions, SRS, yep. Normal sampling distribution, yep. Yeah. And then my results we're at the 5% savings level, we would reject the null hypothesis that the true proportion of people who play sports who chose a healthy snack is equal to the true proportion of people who don't play sports who chose a healthy snack, because P is 0.3, which is less than 5%. Oops, I forgot to delete that first slide. Ignore that. So here's just pretty much that same slide again. Yeah, with it looks better. It's more clear. And P1 and P2 make more sense. That's why I was confused. Here's some just descriptions, pie charts of proportion of students who chose healthy food, who played sports. The green is the healthy, purple is the junk. Proportion of students who chose healthy, who did not play sports. Obviously, this is less. So my calculations, I already said that. Did I say that? Yeah, I didn't go into detail. So the z statistic is 1.88. The p-value is 0.03. So since the p-value 0.03 is less than the significance level, 0.05, we can reject the null hypothesis. Thus, we conclude that there is significant evidence to believe the proportion of people who play sports and choose healthy snacks is greater than the proportion of people who don't play sports who choose healthy snacks. So, conclusion. For the chi-squared test for independence, we would conclude that there is not significant evidence to reject the null hypothesis that eating healthy snacks and playing sports are independent at the 5% significance level. For the true proportion z-test, we would conclude that there is significant evidence to believe the true proportion of people who play sports who choose a healthy snack is greater than the true proportion of people who don't play sports who choose a healthy snack. The meaning and importance of all this. It's important to continue to gather research about teens' lifestyle choices because they are the face of our future. In a country in which the obesity epidemic only seems to be getting worse, it's ever so necessary to promote healthy life choices and their importance to adolescents so they can truly understand its importance in keeping a nation happy and healthy. To my surprise, there is not significant evidence to conclude a relationship between playing sports and eating healthy and non-healthy foods. I thought certainly the sports players would choose the fruits and veggies for snacks first, and the non-athletes would pick the chips. The chi-square test showed that there is no such relationship. This provided an indication that either both non-athletes and athletes are eating healthy foods or junk, or that they're both eating junk foods, which I wanted to investigate in the second procedure because the latter of that would not be good. So then I did the two proportion z-test to show which did show the significant evidence that the proportion of students playing sports were more likely to choose healthy foods than the proportion of students not playing sports. This didn't really shock me. I mean, it seems pretty self-explanatory. If you know you're a healthy person like sports, you're more likely to pick up an apple because it provides you with, fiber and more energy than Cheetos before a game, or for me, before a match. Seeing that sports players prefer healthy snacks is reassuring. They understand the importance of keeping healthy, whether it just be for sports or for their everyday life. But it does worry me to see non-athletes less likely to make healthy food choices because if they're both making unhealthy food choices and not being physically active, that is what is causing this obesity epidemic to stay consistent and continue to rise. So that's it. But if you wanted to take this further, you could look into I guess you could take a wider sample. You could see, you could test for other healthy lifestyle options, like how much sleep people get at night, if that's related to what they eat. It's noted that people who get less sleep choose, unhealthy foods, so you could test that. You could test for if people do, hot yoga or something. So, yeah. How do I end this? Hold on. Okay.